in divine presence. Spirituality is understanding your protocol and the connection that you have. So we are very far away from Allah. We're asking help from that rope of Allah that Allah is saying, hold on tightly to the rope of Allah and do not separate. That is another ayat from the Quran. So the rope that He has sent, the prophets, the holy ones that He has sent, we hold on to them strongly. Although we're very far away, but when we pull, we are pulling right from the center. We're not pulling from the end. Asking support from them, inshallah, to say something that is going to benefit us here and hereafter. We are not here gathering for worldly concerns. We're not here for worldly pleasures for the worldly treasures. Yes, we're not here for the worldly pressure also. We are here to put our ego, to put this dunya, to put our desire, to put the shaitan outside of this circle and to come back to the reality. To come back to our reality. What is our reality? No need to ask yourself that question too much. No need to ask philosophers that question too much. No need to ask others too much. Because the one who has created our reality, He knows what the answer to that question is. We should ask Him. And are we the only ones in this 21st century to ask Allah, what is our reality? Allah has made our reality very understandable and very clear from the beginning. Sit somewhere. Move quickly. Hadi. What is our reality? What is the reason of our creation? If we understand what is the reason of our creation, that time we understand what is our reality. For what purpose we have been created? Why have we been created? Especially Americans, you understand this much. That majority, your reality is defined by your occupation, by your job, by your work. That so many people, if they don't have a job, they don't have a reality, they don't have a purpose. That is true to some extent in this world. Because in this world, we have been sent to do some work. But if we limit ourselves to just that meaning, that we have been sent to this world to become a slave of this world, then we're not answering the whole question and we're denying that part, that major part, the most important part of ourselves that is not from this world. Because our bodies are from this world. But our spirit is not from this world. Our spirit is from Allah. We came from Him. We were sent here. We will return. And this is a very long journey that we have to make, to return back to Him. And this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it clear through 124,000 prophets that He says, to every nation we have sent a messenger. To every nation we have sent a messenger. Every nation in this world there is a messenger that came to take the message from divine presence and to bring it to the people in a language, in a manner, in an intelligence that they understand. They are taking the message and they're making everyone to understand. They're not taking the message that they understand. Because if we take the message that they understand, we would not be able to understand that. We have to be at their level. But they came and they brought the message to this level, the level that we can understand. 124,000 prophets, they came and they preached one. They said one truth. Your Lord is one. I'm sent as a messenger. This is not your reality. Your reality is with Him. Come back to Him. turn your face away. You are here for a reason, but you are not from this world. It's not to say, like so many people now, they become very popular to say, not from this world means that we are aliens. Our reality is alien. Now some so-called very holy ones are also saying aliens. Coming from alien, UFO civilization. No, it is not that. We have been created to know and to worship Allah. So, the reason of our creation, it is not to know this world. It is not to know the other thousands of worlds. Because what is this earth in this solar system? What is this solar system in this galaxy? What are we in this whole universe? Nothing. But we have been created when we know Allah. We know everything. When we know Allah, whatever knowledge that He is giving to us for us to take, for us to represent Him, it will not be veiled. That time, we will know and we will learn what is essential and what is necessary. We're not going to be busy with what is not necessary. We're definitely not going to be busy with the things that is working against to our spirit. In this month of Ramazan, in this month of fasting, in this month not only of fasting, what are we doing fasting? We're fighting. We are fighting against to our natural inclination, egoistic inclination, animal inclinations, to eat and to drink and to do. We are fighting against that. We are engaging ourselves in the what? In a jihad. It is a struggle. It is a holy struggle. We are not doing this to get the riches of the world. And for some who says we are doing this to get the riches of the paradise, we are not those ones too. We are not here to get the riches of the paradise. A believer will fast. A believer will do so many things only for the pleasure of his Lord. Only for his Lord to believe him. That time you understand what love is. That time you understand that love is not what I get in return, but what I give. That time, when we are engaged in this struggle, this holy struggle, we understand a little bit of that reality, that we are not from this world. And especially to so many non-Muslims, they say, "Oh, are you crazy? You cannot even a tiny sip. You cannot drink, you cannot eat. Something is wrong with you. Something is unhealthy. You will die." No, it is not. And Allah has made it easy for this nation in the Akhir Zaman, in the end of times, that you can carry it. You think He didn't know that there will come a time when you have to fast this many hours, that there will be people fasting in parts of the world in this many hours? Allah knows. And whatever that He has sent, we're able to carry it, because He's not sending to this nation what we cannot carry. And this is the way of all earlier prophets. Jesus fasted, Isa alayhi salam, for 40 days and 40 nights. This is not to punish yourself. This is to step on your ego. This is to mount your ego. Your ego, it is a very powerful creation of Allah. It's a creature of Allah that is very powerful. That Allah has given it so much power that it is the only creature in reality that is denying Allah. That is saying, "You are you and I am me." That is being a partner to Allah. It is inside of us. That Allah has put the ego inside of us. And Allah is saying that ego, that is a mount. That is a vehicle. It has so much power. Don't let it to ride you. You ride on that ego, and that ego, the power that the ego has, it can make you rise to higher stations. The higher stations that we're achieving, that we're trying to achieve, is to be near to Allah, to be close, to be pleased with, for Him to be pleased with us. Rabi'atul Adawiyah, heavenly friend of Allah. Shaykh Effendi said this story so many times. She came out of her house carrying a bundle of firewood, a torch in her hand, and a bucket of water in the other one. And they asked, Ya Rabbi, oh Holy Mother, what are you doing with that fire? What are you doing with that water? And she says, with this fire, I'm going to burn all the paradises. And she said, with this water, I'm going to put out all the fires of hell. To say those words in the context of Shariat, meaning to deny and to destroy heaven and hell, is considered very not too good. They may punish you for that. But she's saying that, and when they ask her why, what is the reason, Ya Rabbi? Because she says, people, the majority, they only worship Allah to go to paradise. And they worship Him because they fear from hell. They don't want to enter into a hell. But it says only a very few special select group, they worship Him because He deserves to be worshipped. We are not denying the paradise. We are not denying the hell. May Allah be generous with us. But we are looking to please Him. And to please those ones whom He is pleased with. That is the reason that we are here, to hold on tightly, inshallah. And in this month, although there are certain heaviness that is coming definitely to this nation, definitely to the whole world, there is also a month where the believer must pull himself back a little bit and come back to his own cave and to sit quietly, to sit and to observe himself and to observe around, not just to be heedlessly participating in everything. We don't even participate in drink and water. That is showing that we have to pull ourselves back and watch and understand. Once you start watching here, once you understand watching around you and understand, and you are watching what is above you, that time you will know yourself and you will know your Lord. May Allah always make us to be under the feet of our Shaykh, inshallah, to understand and to become better ones. Wa min Allahu tawfiq al-Fatiha. Amin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. If anyone has any questions, ask, feel free.